And we're live. Hey man, it's been a while. How goes it?
Yeah, I don't know when we logged last.
It's been a few days. It's been a minute.
It's been like
How's it going?
week. It's been like a week, maybe a week plus.
Yeah, I think we both got busy with
Saturday, maybe last Saturday.
The beginning of the work week, and back to after the holiday. Did you have a nice holiday?
Yeah, it feels like forever ago now. But yeah.
Yeah. How about your first week back at work?
First week back was, I think it's gonna be. We'll see. 2025 could be a good year. I hope.
What's on the itinerary for 2025? Anything special?
Trying to put out a couple albums, I think.
Oh, okay.
Doing black coffee.
Oh, that's a good thing.
I'm a latte guy.
Me too.
Going black coffee, maybe no alcohol.
Oh wow.
Make some records. Don't drink any alcohol. Don't put milk in my coffee.
Those are noble pursuits. Good luck with them.
And then moving to Yamanashi, and I'm gonna garden. I'm planning out a garden.
Wow, what are you gonna grow?
Whatever they let me grow.
Okay, nice, dude.
We'll see what survives.
Have you had a garden
I'm hoping
before?
for like cherry tomatoes. And
okay.
Like cilantro and maybe some basil, parsley, like oba. Oba. What do you call it?
What's aubergine? Grapefruit or?
No, not aubergine. Oba. It's also called? What's it called? There's another name for it that I'm blanking on.
I don't know.
Oba. What's it called? Man, I can't think of it.
It's a Japanese leafy thing?
Yeah, it's like a leaf. You'll see it wrapped around like meatballs or like in a onigiri. Oba has another name. It's very. I'm having a total brain fart.
Yeah. Anyway, that's
maybe some yoga, asparagus. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what works. Don't know what's gonna work,
So hey, I'm streaming from my daughter's room right now, and we got Ted here is in the chat suggesting that you grow salvia or weed in your Japanese garden, which I don't know if you.
If I want to get deported, sure.
Yeah, that's a recipe for deportation.
Yeah.
I'm logging from my daughter's room, and it's surprisingly clean right now. I can't believe how clean it is. She must have done like some New Year's cleaning, and her desk is completely clean, except for this little rabbit that I bought her years ago. I bought her this sort of like paperweight and just this little object, and I don't remember about it much, but it was the year of the rat. Yeah. It's very, very, very heavy, and she kind of was so unimpressed with it when I gave it to her, as a 12 or 11-year-old would be. And it's sitting here, the lone thing on her desk, which makes me really happy. She must actually kind of like it. It's kind of nice.
Nice. And
how about you? Yeah.
Not even Year of the Rabbit.
Yeah, Year of the Rabbit. What? It's
Snake.
Yeah, Snake. But it was just it must have been 2 years ago, because the rabbit last year was the dragon, and the year before that was the rabbit.
Last year was dragon, right?
What are you?
Just like down the street from my house.
Are you in Yamanashi right now?
No. I'm in like a car share.
Okay.
I'm in a car share car. We should know this. Yeah. Just let me get this thing in. I don't know what happened since last time we talked about the New Year's run. It was New Year's run, and I feel like we should get Bryce on here as a special guest. You know,
Bryce?
after having him listen to some Fish and
Oh man,
talk through it.
Bless your heart, but I don't think I have it in. I mean, of course, I welcome Bryce to come on, but I don't think I need to. I don't think there's convincing. I think it's like a gene. You and I have the gene. It's like it's trying to like get somebody to like cilantro. You know, it's just like I think. I'm not sure.
I don't know. I mean, maybe not. Maybe he's not going to be, head over heels for foam. But he could, I think there's still a lot. There's still a lot of fish that he could get into, though.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like somebody telling me. I always like think of it in the other direction as like a more like the Smiths. Like the Smiths just that voice. Like I cannot get past that voice. It just sounds so like they should make a video like the ones that those videos that they make about fish, like this is what fish sounds like to fish fans, this is what fish sounds like to everybody else. They need to do that for the Smiths.
Right.
I've given them 8,000 chances, and like Johnny Marr is their only redeeming quality in my opinion. Like I like the guitar work, but I can't stand the voice.
Right.
But that's okay.
Yeah, there's videos have you seen those videos that are like, this is what English sounds like to people that can't speak English?
Right.
You kind of just get like, yeah.
Did you ever go to Showbiz Pizza?
I don't know what Showbiz Pizza is.
Oh, it was like a pizza place that had like this like mechanical band that you might find at like Disneyland. You probably had something like Chuck E. Cheese.
We had Chuck E. Cheese, and then we had another thing called Circus.
Yeah, same thing.
Was the other pizza like
it has like a gorilla playing drums or something, right? These robotic animals. Yeah. So I saw Fish at Tiny Desk recently. Did you see this one? And they're like, they're jumping on the trampolines in the Tiny Desk studio, and they're and they're doing the tramps and they're turning, and it says this is what Fish looks like to Fish fans, and then it shows this is what they look like to this is what they look like to everybody else, and it cuts to like the Showbiz, the Chuck E. Cheese game.
Right, man.
It's quite funny.
It is kind of funny. Like some band you don't know anything about, and you're like, oh, they've got a bit with trampolines.
Yeah.
It's still quite funny.
There was another one. There was another video. Trey's getting like a little bit. I don't want to call him frail. He seems quite healthy, but he's getting like he's so healthy. He's quite svelte. Even more so that he used to have a little bit more on him. A little bit more meat on the bones, and now you can just tell somebody needs to fatten him up a little bit, I feel like. And he was doing his hits in the first tube jam. He was doing his little woohoo, and he's
he's doing his little knee, little high.
Right. And then somebody had like an angle of him from like above, like from the third tier, and he looked like just this little sort of old dude, like sort of goofing around the stage, just kind of like out of his element. It was quite funny. It was quite endearing too.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, there's a little wind, but it's okay.
All right. Oh, let me see if I can go like
wind isolation mode.
Whatever, isolation.
Hey boys, I'll catch you on the replay. William is running another hit piece live stream on me at the moment. Okay. Well, Vag is here, and Vag is saying that he's got a hit piece out on him, which nobody likes.
What does that mean?
Just troublemakers on YouTube. Vag has made like a silly situation for himself, and he's having to face the music right now because I won't get into it, but it's just he's got his own little thing.
No high school drama allowed on the log.
No high school drama on the log. It's definitely high school drama. Hey, wait, what's this word? I know this word. It means like, but I don't know how to pronounce it actually. Sinewy? Sinewy?
Sinewy?
It's
Sinewy?
like, yes, that's the word I was looking for, Ted. The sort of too sinewy. He's like a little bit too tendony, you know. He's like you can see
Oh,
his.
Trey?
Yeah, I think
He's,
so.
yeah, maybe.
A
Should
little
swap
bit
out the kale chips. Should swap out the kale chips
for some real potato chips.
for like a Snickers bar once in a while.
Right. Yeah. So you re-listened to all their shows, and you kind of were saying that second night was the
Dude,
best,
I listened
or
to
third
all the
night.
shows like 3 times, 4 times maybe.
Oh my God, you're an
I had a few
animal.
days when I was doing some serious like database maintenance, like just like heavy, just like at the desk all day, and I just had the shows going.
That's good.
I'm gonna say no. Night 3, the 30th, first
Right.
set is my favorite set.
Embarrassingly, I haven't seen this. I haven't seen the show yet. I haven't seen the third night. You know, I just haven't. I just never got to it. I need to put it on. Maybe I'll do that
I
today.
mean, I couldn't even tell you what they're playing right now,
Right.
but it was great. It might be the show where they played Maze. I'm trying to think of what it was so good. It's the one with like Winter Queen. I called you and I'm like, man, Winter Queen is the highlight. It's like, I don't know. It sounds so good. Like they're just playing so well. They can play anything. They can play Winter Queen, and it sounds amazing.
I'll pull it up.
See if you can pull up the 30th.
Yeah.
Also, I'm hopping on a bike here, and I'm hoping that it doesn't look like I have voice isolation as an option here in this restream thing.
Yeah, the wind's pretty intense, but
I don't have my full like FaceTime mic settings, so and it's now extremely windy. I'm kind of worried.
Yeah, might have to. Let's see here.
May have to. What do you
Night 3 is it's the night 3. Okay.
12:30.
Right. First set opener, Possum, Wolfman's Possum.
Yes, Possum. Yeah,
that's a great way to open a show, right?
that is a great way to open a show.
Right.
Like, excellent way.
Then you've got Wolfman's, which seems like a great second. It's like Ichiro. It's like a lead off. It doesn't need to be in the first spot, but the second spot is like a perfect spot for it. Hey.
And it's also like it's a lot like an AC/DC opener.
Okay. Did mommy and Apollo leave? Okay, hold on. I'm in my daughter's room, and so I'm
Musical.
out. Are you leaving?
It's musical chairs.
Okay.
It's musical chairs.
That wasn't. I thought she was like going away for the whole afternoon. She's like, "What are you doing in the room?" Not too happy about that.
You're like, well, making sure that you cleaned everything up.
Yeah. Anyway,
I'm gonna be on this bike here, and I got my hood up to hopefully block the wind here.
That's definitely an improvement. It seems like
the hood up is very nice, actually.
The hood, yeah. There was no. I'm looking for a hood. I don't see a hood here, but I see a hood on you. You've got Wolfman's into Lengthwise. You were just singing Lengthwise.
That's why I was singing it, because I was just like I've been hearing it.
When you're there, I sleep lengthwise, and when you're gone, I sleep diagonal in my bed. Who do you think wrote that? I know it's Fishman singing that. Do you think he wrote it?
It's got to be the Fishman, written song. And what's cool is they go into Maze, which is how it is on Rift.
Right.
And what's cool is Fish keeps singing it, and when you're gone, I sleep. He keeps singing it, and then brings and then brings in the hi-hats.
Wow.
And it totally, the speed is totally different.
Complicated, right? Okay.
I first heard the audio, and I'm like, man, this is pretty wild that he's like, he's got the drums, he's got the hi-hat going at this one tempo, but then he's singing lengthwise And I'm like, is that all Fishman? And then you watch the stream and you're like, oh man, it is. He's like doing, limb independence with his voice in his right hand, doing Lengthwise and the Maze intro.
Let me look up.
They do Maze, and Maze just like rips once it gets to like the organ solo, and it's just like it's on fire. Maze is kind of since 4.0. Since like summer 2021, I've had like a renewed love for Maze.
Yeah.
For sure.
Let me look up how many times Maze has followed Lengthwise.
Yes, you want to go look at, even like, or like look at Lengthwise.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah. Much fewer. There's far fewer Lengthwises.
Oh, they all do. Hold your head up. Hold on, dude. Dude. Only two other shows have gone into Maze.
Oh, that's cool.
That's pretty interesting.
It's almost like, oh shit, they're doing. Oh, it's. Yeah, that's quite nice.
3 times.
And they hadn't played it since 2019 or something.
Yeah.
I don't remember a Lengthwise really.
Mohegan Sun Arena. I don't know where that is. I think that's Maine.
Oh, Mohegan. It's like Connecticut. Okay. Yeah, it's like up there somewhere. Or somewhere, I don't know.
Yeah. Connecticut.
Upstate New York or something, I don't know.
So let's see. We've got Phantom Canuck here. We've got. He said, "Do you guys hold on? Do you remember a song by Y&T? Who's Y&T? That's not Yola. Who's Y&T? Called Midnight.
What is Y&T? Huh? I don't know. I don't know what Y&T
is. Not sure. Remind me. It's probably very obvious.
What is Y&T? Somebody's. Yeah.
I want to say Yola Tango, but that's YLT. Yeah.
That'd be YLT.
Ted Farmer says he hasn't heard those songs since the 90s. Maybe he knows Fish from back in the 90s. Yes, we've gotten back on the train, Ted, Michael and I, in a major way for the last 5, 6, 7 years. We've been like on full on couch tour, haven't missed a show. Full on.
Like full on.
So this is the dog log. I don't know if I recognize your name, Ted, but I don't know if you've been here before. But it's a musical conversation, but it comes back to Fish.
Yes. Can we get the rest of the set list there for 12:30? No, I'm not. I don't mean to.
Okay, Lengthwise in the Maze.
I'm just wondering, they do Maze, and then is there? Yeah, I think there's a Winter Queen. That might be a different set though.
There is a Winter Queen, but it's not till the second set. There's a theme after Maze. There's theme from the bottom. Then
interesting.
I love a theme, so I have that to look forward to. Then a More, which is just
a
triumphant song.
Oh, and More is More is just.
Don't just diminish More to a placeholder. Shame on you. More's a great song. What are you talking about?
I love More. I don't. Most of the songs that people hate are the songs that I love.
Okay.
Like, oh, it's time to go to the bathroom.
I love him more. More gets a lot of hate.
These are my favorites. But what was cool? I remember. More goes into Divided Sky, right? And it's a great transition. They're in the same key. So it's like More ends and then just it's like a perfect transition.
And then from Divided Sky, which looks like a pretty long set, they go into No Man and No Man's Land.
Oh yeah, and they rock it out. That's a good.
Then Most Events Aren't Planned, which is
yeah, so
what's that off? That's off of Crossing Lines. That's off of it's off the first Page album.
Most Events Aren't Planned. It might be off the first.
Vita Blue, right.
Vita, tomato.
And then the set goes with a fluff head.
I don't know.
A giant fluff head, I imagine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fluff is great.
Okay, we got some. So
yeah, fluffy.
We don't the band that Phantom Canuck was referring to earlier, Y&T, a metals band. He can't really remember. We don't. Oh, it was.
Yeah. Nobody knows. No one knows what Y&T is.
All right. And
All right,
Ted
nobody
Farmer
knows.
is saying the Low Spark and High Heeled Boys. Oh, Traffic request from the other night. He asked me to play. I listened to that record. Do you know Traffic? How's your Traffic knowledge? I listened to that record, Ted. I listened to the whole record twice. Actually.
Traffic. No, I don't. I
Oh
know.
man,
I know
great
nothing.
record.
Know nothing of.
And you
Know
were right,
nothing
Ted.
about
I did
Traffic.
know the song once I played it. I heard it. I'm failing to kind of remember it right now, but I did. I was like, oh yeah, I've heard this a bunch of times. Yeah, cool. Kind of like early 70s, early mid 70s, like awesome musical prowess. Yeah, Steve Winwood
Okay.
and Traffic.
Okay.
Ghost sometimes. I heard somebody talking about, what was it? I heard somebody talking about a ghost being at his own funeral. I heard somebody referring to a band. What was it? I heard something interesting about. You must know the band? Oh man, I saw a really great article today by, who was the guy, Uchida-san? Like do you know the guy from the Tigers? He was in the band that sang at the Beatles concert when they came to Tokyo in '64. He was the guy who like led the band, like "Welcome the Beatles." You know that song they played. Have you heard that before? I thought you might know that. The Beatles.
Yeah, it sounds familiar.
Yeah,
Did the
it's like a
Tigers
Tigers
play?
band. It's
That's
like
crazy.
pre-Tigers, I think. Even it's
Oh,
like
okay, yeah.
it's this guy.
Kishibe-san, the guy who plays the bass in Advantage Lucy, his dad.
Oh,
was
that's crazy. Yeah. What's his name?
Yeah.
Kishibe. That's his
Kishibe.
last. That's his family name. Kishibe-san.
Yeah, yeah. He's the bass. He's now like a famous actor. He played bass in the Tigers, and then Sawada Kenji, the lead singer, he went on to have a giant solo career. Julie was his like nickname.
Yeah, I got it.
Sawada Kenji. He's got a ton of great songs.
One of the guys who did the Japan Vinyl Tag mentioned this record called by the Flower Traveling Band that used to be like Flower. Do you know that band? Like a Japanese psych band?
It's got like a black figure and like a lotus position.
Sort of. Yes, that's the one. Yeah. There's that one's called Satori. Maybe there's like a different. There's like three or four albums. The Satori just got re-released.
I've heard that album. I've got that album.
Yeah. I know the one with the motorcycles on it when they changed from Flower to Flower Traveling Band, and the guy who's behind that is the same guy who was on stage who opened for the Beatles. It's kind of, I got sent an article. Actually, you'll love this article. I'll send it to you. Yeah, you'll really. This is right up your alley. I'll add it to the chat just in case anybody else wants to check it out. This was sent to me, Poetry and Plastic. This guy on YouTube who I know, who knows Japanese music much better than he knows it as well as you, if not better. American guy who's just totally plugged into like Japanese pop culture and has been for a long time. I watched.
Nice. Yeah, there's a lot of good music out there.
Yeah, anyway, going back to the set list here, how did we get off on that tangent for a second? Most events aren't planned. Okay, Fluffhead, giant Fluffhead.
No idea how we got there. Oh, and then Fluffhead to end it. Okay, yeah, I thought that set was fantastic.
Yeah, it looks like a pretty nice set. Fluffhead.
And then I guess Winter Queen's in the second set. I guess it's like before or after a tweezer maybe.
Okay, yes, and then I'm gonna try to pull up the set here if I can figure out how to do it. Let's see here. So folks, we're looking at fish.net. This is the place where you can go to figure out recent shows and all this silly stuff. But I'm looking at the night before New Year's Eve, and here's the set list. And if we click on any of these songs, we can see like what silly statistics they've been keeping about them.
Why do you keep saying silly?
I don't know, Michael. I'm not fully out. I'm out. I'm just not that proud yet. But in my heart, I'm proud. I'm very proud. But you're right. Stop. Keep me honest. This fucking all these awesome details.
Well, I'm just like so anyway, yeah, we'll follow the stats like you follow a baseball team.
Yes.
you know.
Well, second set opens with Hey Stranger, which is off of Evolve, right? That's a brand new tune.
Yeah, new song. Yeah, new song.
And then an old standard. Mike got
great.
out the drill, I assume, and started Down with Disease.
Oh, that's right. Okay, Down with Disease. I mean, Down with Disease on December 30th is a pretty sweet spot. That's a sweet spot for it. Yeah, nice. Yeah, nice like second song placement. The Wolfman's as the second song in set 1, and then Down with Disease as the second song in set 2.
Down with Disease could be a good set 2 opener as well, but yeah, Hey Stranger competing.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, great as an opener, but also nice to you open with something and then you're right, and then it goes up a notch with.
And then what's Winter Queen off of? Winter Queen's off of Something Not So Hot. It's off of like Big Boy.
Oh, what? Not So Hot.
It's on Fuego. Okay. Fuego. I think it's side 3. Fuego's only 3 sides, I think. On Whack. Well, it's on like a second. It's on the third side, I think. Is it on the third side? It's on a weird like.
It might
right.
be. It's like later in the
it's
album,
just kind of like I like Winter Queen. Winter Queen's a cool song, and Winter Queen I think has one of those monogreens in it. It has like, I think if I look at the lyrics of it, I feel like it has the.
Oh, I wonder.
Winter.
I was kind of surprised for them to play that. Although I don't know, winter, New Year's Eve, it makes sense. But man, just like the playing, more than the song itself. The song itself was nice, but I was just like, man, they just sound so good, and they're really listening to each other. It just sounds great.
This one has the cheesy lyric, "The Prince of Music on guitar."
Yeah. I mean, there's some groaner lyrics for sure.
But it's okay. I don't mind it. It gives the audience a chance to cheer loud. We do love our Prince on guitar.
There is a cheer there. Yeah, the big. Yeah.
Then you get a Tweezer, there. Which I imagine Tweezer 7 Below Piper. Jesus, 2001. That's a massive.
And then 7 Below. Yeah, 7 Below was quite nice. Didn't hurt it forever. Well, who knows? I don't know when the last 7 Below was.
Last 7 Below was 2000. Whoa, wait a second. Down at the bottom. It was 2023, not that long ago. 58 show gap. Oh, 81. Sorry, 81 show gap. 81 show gap.
Well, when they're playing like 30, 40, 50 shows a year, it's a 2-year.
It's a pretty long gap.
2-year gap.
Hold on, let's just see what if people are bored out of their minds here. Michael is a force. Yes, Michael is right. Michael, you're getting called a force of nature for riding your bike so strongly. You've gone from car to bicycle to foot, bicycle.
The log, yeah. I mean, the log is best when there's somebody, yeah, on the road.
It's true. Okay, and then we've got let's see. So Tweezer 7 Below Piper. That's Piper. Heavy duty. Heavy jam set with also into 2001. Yeah, so also Sprach Zarathustra. I didn't realize that this Zarathustra. I didn't realize that Zarathustra comes from Zoroaster. I recently made that connection. Do you know about Zoroastrianism? No?
No.
Okay. It's like one of the most ancient religions in the world, and it's based on this dude Zoroaster, who, pathetically neither of us know anything about. But he's like, it goes to like ancient. I don't even know. Like, it's old Zoroaster. It's very old.
What we should bring up is that it was just the birthday and then also the anniversary of the death of David Bowie.
God, I remember that
a couple days ago.
Yeah. Zoroaster.
With a friend, and I sent along a few links because, when Black Star came out,
that album is an enigma, man. So just quickly for the record, 624 BC. Yeah,
624 BC.
it's from Iran. Yeah, Zarathustra.
I man, I wish I could keep more of it in my head, but when that album came out, and then a couple days later, David Bowie passed away, and we were all like, "Whoa, holy shit!" And then we found out that he had cancer, and found out he had known he was going to die as he was making the album. There's a few really good long form pieces about like the occult, all these occult references all throughout David Bowie's career on different albums and different personas, and then how they're all kind of snuck in, all these Easter eggs in the Black Star music video and in the lyrics, and like there's a few really good. I'll try to get one. We can maybe stick it in a post or something. There's one that's fantastic that has all these quotes from David Bowie from different interviews from like the 70s, 80s, 90s, and then lyrical quotes and references and screenshots from the music videos.
I just listened to this.
Just like that ancient religion kind of just reminded me of. Like there's all kinds of imagery, crazy imagery.
Yeah, Bowie's a little bit like a deity, isn't he?
And in like all of his stuff, but then especially that Black Star album. And you're like, is this just entertainment, or did he believe this stuff, or is the whole point to be that we don't know? It's all kind of like Fish, like they're
Black
they're
Star
fucking with us,
right?
The whole thing, even like the whole EDM.
Wow, that's a trip.
Half the people love it, half the people hate it, and then there's another group of people that are like, well, the whole thing is to make you love it or hate it, and it's all a big troll. And that's how the David Bowie stuff feels sometimes.
Yeah, that's an interesting thought. That is a very interesting thought.
And that 2016, when he died, is that the year Big Boat came out? That's the year they did Ziggy Stardust for Halloween. That was the last like album cover musical costume in 2016. And then 2018 was Cast Out of Box, and then 21 was Sci-Fi Soldier. And there's rumors of a Halloween this year.
Oh, really? Okay, that's.
I mean, it's a bit early, but I'm sure there's a bunch of summer tour rumors all over the place, and that gets announced usually in February-ish, I think.
The rumors get announced in February. Is that what you just said?
I say that no, the summer tour is usually announced. Can be announced in February. 4 or 5 months.
There were some rumors of West Coast.
So the rumor,
West Coast, Oregon and Washington shows, which was kind of piqued my curiosity. Although, man, it's so expensive to go home now. It's like I can't even afford a plane ticket.
Right. I mean, we're gonna be couch touring for sure. And can't even afford to go home, let alone go home and then go to a bunch of shows. But that's what's great is we've got the music and we've got live Fish. We've got like pristine soundboard quality live streams.
It's true. I don't actually need to go to a show. I just need to go home. I just want to go visit my family.
Yeah. It is. Yeah, the yen is still very much in the
for
toilet.
A long time too, dude. It's not. We're like stuck here. Japan is becoming like a poor country. It's a very interesting twist of fate. Yeah, very, very weird. I know Ted says you are home. That's like from the you are home from Almost. You've never seen Almost Famous, right? We joke about this. You've never seen this movie, Almost Famous. Okay, which one is it?
No, I've seen it.
Okay.
I just don't know everything. I just don't know every single line. I don't think it had some. I don't think it had a huge impact on me.
Okay.
I guess like some other there's a few other movies probably, that blew my mind instead.
Right.
High Fidelity being one of them.
High Fidelity is definitely one of them.
That Thing You Do, the Tom Hanks movie with like about the band. It's kind of like the Beatles, this like one-hit wonder band. They're called the Wonders. Do you know that movie?
You've told
Anybody?
me about it. I haven't seen it actually.
Oh, that's
Ah,
that's great.
I
Anybody
know.
who's like anybody who's like in a band and has experienced like, oh, we got a show, and oh man, people actually bought our record. And, oh, dude, we're on the radio. You know, and they just like have this rocket ship rise to fame, and then it all implodes, and there's romance and band fights, and it's in the 60s. It's kind of like a Motown / the Beatles kind of type thing. Written, produced, directed, starring Tom Hanks, like the first movie he made for his own production company. It's awesome.
Cool. Hey, I gotta see it. I never had seen Blazing Saddles before, and I like bought it off and I rented it off of Amazon, and I was like in the last scene of the movie, and it cut
Yeah.
off and said like, you have to re-rent this movie to be able to watch it till the end. I was like, no, come on, that
Oh,
sucks.
what? Oh, like you ran out of the 48 hours or whatever?
Yeah, like they cut me off mid-movie. I was so bummed.
Wait, so you like started it and then paused and like picked up the next day or something?
Yes, exactly. And it took
Right.
me a couple of days to watch, and then I was like in the last scene, I was really excited. What's gonna happen? Okay, the whole town's
Damn.
rallying around this, and it's like
Right.
I missed. Yeah, so I don't know what happens at the end of Blazing Saddles.
Man, that's brutal.
Yeah,
I don't know what happens either.
I tried to like look on YouTube for like the end of Blazing Saddles.
Yeah, just give me the final scene.
Yeah. Oh man, speaking of Bowie real quick, like I listened to Station to Station the other day for the first time. I
Oh
don't think
yeah,
I
with
ever
like
heard that record. Do you know do you know it well?
I know what's on there, like Sound and Vision is the big song from there. Is that right?
I can't really tell you. Like everything from these kind of every Bowie album for me sounds obscure slightly.
Sound and Vision, I think, is on there. Sound and Vision is a great song. I know that song. I don't know that album, but I think it's on that album.
Well, that whole album, like I kept checking to make sure I was streaming it, and I was like, am I playing this at 45? I think I might be playing this at the wrong speed. And I was like, wait, I'm not listening to this on my turntable. I'm listening to this streaming. But the whole time I was listening to it, I thought it was like entirely too fast. And I was just wondering.
Oh, interesting.
I wondered if it was.
It does have a weird. I mean, I only know Sound and Vision, I think, but it's a weird sounding production for sure.
Okay. I think I'm going to get out that Dark Black Star record today. I think right now is actually a good time to listen to it.
And Black Star, I mean, you really got to be in the mood for that one. It can be real heavy.
I've been trying to get in the mood for it. I've only listened to it 2 or 3 times. I haven't listened to it that many times, and I keep wanting to have the dedicated Black Star listening experience again, and I just haven't really, with literally nothing to do.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
I will go throw it on. I'm gonna have to jump. Sadly gonna have to jump off the log here.
Yeah, I'll tell you real quick before you go. I found I found this little T-shirt shop between my house in Kichijoji a couple days ago or yesterday, and the guy was real cool. He like spent 20 years in California. Was this like kind of laid back surfer Japanese dude? Very cool guy. You should stop by there sometime just to get a vibe. It's cool. It's a cool dude. And as I was leaving, there was like a rap posse like who showed up, and we're gonna shoot a music video there, which was
at the store. That's cool.
And they said like, oh, I said, oh, well, hey. They said they rolled up, and this guy's like, they're all like blinged out, and they've all got like fully geared up, and they're like, hey, are you a YouTuber? And I was like, sort of. And they're like, oh, you should stick around. And I said, well, yeah, I'll stick around for a little bit. And they're like, no, you should be in the video. And I was like, that would be fun, but maybe not, you know. And they're like, no, really, it would be great if you would, you know. And I was thinking like, are these guys asking me to like have like a token foreigner in their hip hop video, you know? And
Right.
then and then
Fun.
after like 30 minutes, I'm like, I think they started to regret like asking me to stick around. They like started to be like, I think this dude's like too old and corny for him to be in our video. I could not figure it out. It was this really funny, awkward like thing. And
That's
me
right.
and the dude who were running the shop, you know, he's a few years older than me, but we're both, you know, middle aged. And these guys who were like in this crew, they were all, you know, barely 20 something. And we were just standing in the background, and you'll appreciate this. And they were like, Brian, blah, 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 blah. I didn't quite catch what they were saying. Like, come up to the front of the camera or come up to the back of the camera. They were all shouting Brian at one point, and I was like, I was trying to ask the guy who ran the shop, like, do they want me in this thing or do they want me to get out of this thing? And he's like, no, they want to stay in the video. And I'm like, I didn't know what to do. And then I set up my GoPro and like in the corner, and like I went back and watched it. And like I'm just in the background, like totally Pee Wee Herman, like paging Mr. Herman, paging Mr. Herman. You have a telephone call at the front desk. It's just really funny. I look so awkward and silly. There's the same chime I was mentioning actually on the video. 4 o'clock chime where you are, huh?
Yeah, they do it an hour early in the winter when the sun goes down earlier.
They did it at 5 here yesterday. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's usually 5, but it's 4. It's been 4 for a month or something. Whenever winter, I don't know what the schedule is. I guess that's a sign.
Okay, wait. Let's close this.
You know, log is closing soon.
Hold on, the log. But before we go, we've got we had the set 2 again. Real quick recap here.
Yeah.
Hey Stranger, Down with Disease, Winter Queen, Tweezer. Well, then you got this massive run. Tweezer, Seven Blow, Piper, 2001, and then the set closes with Everything's Right.
Oh, Everything's Right closer. Interesting. Yeah.
Then the encore says the life beyond a dream, life beyond the dream, and then here a hood. That's where your hood is.
Yes. I've been on kind of a hood.
Okay, so the hood was in there.
Yeah, I've been on kind of a hood kick.
You're always on a hood kick. You're never
I always
not
am.
on a hood kick.
Well, yeah, but you know, they play it, and you're like, oh man, should go listen to some of my favorites.
So the show notes say here, real quick, Lengthwise was performed for the first time since July 9th, 2019, 194 show gap. That's not what the gap chart just showed, but that's what it says here in the notes. At the end of most events aren't planned, Trey said, thanks everybody, we'll be right back. Then started Fluffhead instead of ending the set. That's funny. Down with Disease was unfinished. During Hood, Mike had an inflatable dreidel from the crowd on stage.
Someone threw a dreidel up. Yeah, it's pretty good.
And he teased, I have a little dreidel. Okay, I don't even know that tune. But
That's nice.
That's funny.
Great show. The first set is a great.
Oh, it was Hanukkah.
Set.
Hanukkah. The first night of Hanukkah was on Christmas. It was Hanukkah, right? Okay.
Yeah, it was like a Hanukkah overlapping with with the New Year's run. Really nice. Yeah, man. Well, nice log.
Yeah, nice log. Thanks for the log. Thanks for
sorry to cut it short here.
No, it's all good. I'm gonna go do some stuff too.
Let me know if you listen to Black Star.
I'm gonna grab it right now. I'm gonna throw it on. That's gonna be my.
I'll go listen to Station to Station.
Yeah, do it, man. It's pretty intense, though. I mean, it's pretty. You got to be also in the mood for it, I think. Let's have have a Bowie moment for the log.
Yeah, everybody go put on a Bowie record.
All right. Well, I'll catch you on the flip side.
Until next time.
All right. Party on.
Party on.